Radio Chingalo so that we may be one through the cross. Good afternoon with the main news. My name is Sarah Tamina. Sincere apologies for beginning our main news bulletin late. The headlines. Mpika Diocese is said to have a radio station. Department of Forestry, in conjunction with the Rotary Club of Kalilushi, began massive tree planting exercise. Unions challenged to have presence in rural areas. And now the news in detail. Mpika Diocese is said to have a radio station, with Bishop Edwin Milando emphasizing that the radio was an important component in realizing the diocesan vision. Bishop Milando said the church exists to evangelize, saying radio was an essential platform and springboard to reaching out to many members of the community, especially those in the peripheries. According to a statement issued by Father Brian Walia, the Diocesan Communications Secretary, Bishop Milando, further disclosed that broadcasting would start as soon as a license is granted. Missio Austria has given the Catholic Diocese of Mpika broadcast radio equipment. The donated consignment of radio equipment received on January 3, 2022 is in preparation of setting up a diocesan radio station. The radio, named after the patron of the diocese, St. Joseph the Worker, the Catholic radio, will be located right on the grounds of the Cathedral of Mpika. It is being established on the model of work and prayer. Zambia has currently 9 Catholic-run radio stations. Residents of Chitimukulu Ward in Chilabombe district are calling for the unblocking of drainages in the area. The residents complain that some drainages in the locality are blocked, which was leading to overflowing of water from the drainages. Speaking to Radio Chamberlain News in Chilabombe, the residents have since called on the local authority to be proactive in clearing drainages, especially during rainy season.
So tulifanya bangulangu wafumia bakanso niwembere yawe tairuvumeyo pantu walitanga babo mbefintinste pantu chintula watampafuru watushisha netu wafumia fiko futu wafisha muse mfura yarokera mufuti yavwera nimbane ishimpiana mwarira ndakimpiana bafu nimpia shishaka muleka kishirego mbakashaka muleka kishirego mbaye bafu wafufumia matipa kapo atamenshi yarenda bino so mfura iroga fyakula yafutu mfura mshapara kubachitika.
And Chitimukulu Ward Councillor Maureen Wale regretted the continued indiscriminate disposal of waste by some residents in her ward. The Department of Forestry, in conjunction with the Rotary Club of Kalilushi, has begun massive tree planting exercise to enhance wealth creation through the promotion of green economy. Kalilushi District Commissioner Kelly Jiringa says the Ministry of Green Economy and Environment was deliberately created to derive maximum benefits from the country's natural resources. Zanis Kalilushi reports that Mr. Jiringa was speaking during a launch of a tree planting exercise held at Chavuma Secondary School under the theme Plant a Tree, a Pathway to Green Economy. The DC added that government attaches great importance to nature, hence the creation of the Ministry of Green Economy and Environment as a vehicle for wealth and job creation. And Department of Forest Coordinator Mercy Zambwe said there was need to protect the rich forests of Kalilushi by planting more trees. Meanwhile, Chavuma Secondary School arts teacher Dr. Maxwell Kango commended the Rotary Club for partnering with the Department of Forestry to conserve nature amid the effects of climate change. The continued delay by government to allow operations at the slag dam, commonly known as the Black Mountain in Lusakile, has negatively affected small-scale miners on the copper belt. This is according to Chapman Mineral Resources Limited Director Kelvin Tembo. Mr. Tembo said the slag dam has remained the major source of income for majority youths who cannot be absorbed into the formal employment. Mr. Tembo was speaking in an interview with Radio Chingale News yesterday.
The people that are in the mining sector are bound to lose. So, for our case, when we're not operational and the price is this high, it disadvantages us. So, the best we can ask from the government and the powers that may be is that can the process be made quicker? If it can, it will benefit the people. It will also benefit the economy because I'll tell you for a fact, if we do have a lot of small-scale miners that will have the money, they engage in so many activities that also will plant in different sectors of the economy. Hence, our economy can be boosted.
Minister of Labour and Social Security Brenda Tamba has challenged union leaders in the country to have presence in rural areas where their services are also required. Ms. Tamba noted that union leaders are only present at provincial and national levels. She also said that it was unacceptable that Labour officers in her ministry work alone in resolving employment disputes and called for collaboration between union leaders and the Zambia Federation of Employers, ZFE. This is according to a media statement issued by the Ministry Public Relations Unit. This news broadcast comes to you in the community service of Radio Chingale with compliments of Moose Milling. And now international news as monitored from the BBC.
The chair of the African Union Commission has opened a summit in Ethiopia with a call for greater cooperation to tackle political instability following several recent military coups. Musa Faki Mahamat questioned whether the political structures currently in place in Africa were able to meet the needs of millions of its citizens.
En ce 20e anniversaire de l'Union africaine,
on this 28th anniversary of the African Union, a day of renaissance, remembrance, forgiveness, and the creative spirit to give back to our union greater possibility of action and influence on the political future of our states, in particular when these are in real need of attention. Addressing the summit, Ethiopia's Prime Minister spoke of his government's determination to ensure there's lasting peace in the country following 15 months of war. Abiy Ahmed suggested the conflict in the Tigray region had been complicated by the role played by external actors. The US, European countries, and the UN have frequently highlighted human rights abuses committed by all sides in the conflict, something which has angered the Ethiopian authorities. A row has broken out over the decision to allow a Uyghur athlete from Xinjiang to light the Olympic cauldron during the Winter Games opening ceremony on Friday. Michael Bristow has more details.
China has been accused of using the cross-country skier, known internationally as Dini Ila Mujang, as a propaganda tool to undermine criticism it's faced over its policies in Xinjiang. Beijing is alleged to have carried out human rights abuses against the region's ethnic Uyghurs. Chinese diplomats overseas have used the lighting of the cauldron by a Uyghur athlete to present the country as wanting.
Australia's Deputy Prime Minister Barnaby Joyce says he offered to step down this week after it emerged that he called the Prime Minister a hypocrite and a liar. He said he had apologised to Scott Morrison following a leaked text message from last year containing the accusation. Mr. Joyce told reporters he'd made a wrong assessment.
my view from the backbench about the Prime Minister is based on assumption and commentary, not from a one-on-one working relationship. And from a one-on-one working relationship, I found a man who has honoured every agreement.
As we end our news bulletin, we take a look at some of the stories making headlines again. Mpikadas is set to have a radio station. Department of Forestry, in conjunction with the Rotary Club of Kalulushi, begin massive tree planting exercise. Unions challenged to have presence in rural areas. Friends, for these and more stories, do remember to visit our Radio Chingale website, www.radiochingale.org. Also like our Radio Chingale Facebook page. Do remember to play a part in the fight against the coronavirus pandemic by adhering to the safety guidelines as outlined by the Ministry of Health and the World Health Organization. Wear a mask when in public, avoid large groups and maintain social distance. Avoid unnecessary movements. Wash your hands frequently for at least 20 seconds. Also remember to cover your cough or sneeze with a flexed elbow, handkerchief, or tissue. On behalf of the entire newsroom and Constance Kalunga, the sound technician on duty, my name is Sarah Tamina. Thank you so much and have a blessed Saturday.